Hello and welcome to HealyFit with your instructor, Jen. Today I have a Pilates practice for you focusing on glute gains. So when you're ready, come on down to your mat, reach your arms forward to the front edge and take a seat, hips back towards heels. So we're in child's pose. Every breath feeling your shoulders expand along your back, feeling your fingers reach further to the front edge. And then from there, we'll slowly rise up into all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Go ahead, take your right leg back, lift it up, and then release it back down to the floor. So we've got a slight outward turn into the toes. Lifting up, keeping the core braced the whole time. Feeling a little bit of work into the glutes, a little bit into the hamstrings. Keeping the neck long, eye gaze out over the front edge of the mat. Shoulders spread wide across the back. So if you have mirrors, just make sure you're not pinching your shoulders or seeing those scapula elevated. We're going to speak of elevation. Keep the leg up and fold heel towards hip. So now imagine you've got a pulley wrapped around the ankle and you're squeezing that heel in towards the hip. Glutes on fire. Continue to pull in and extend out. Pull in and extend out. Awesome. Now let's take that folded knee, cross it over top of your left leg. Go ahead, so right heel rises up to the sky, flex into the glutes, and then pull across. Go ahead, down and kick upward. Good, across and up. Good, trying to keep our foundation nice and strong from crown to hip as we pull the leg across and up, challenging our balance and stability, as well as those glutes. Now let's see if we can elevate that knee up, crossover, and then kick out. Good, so taking it next level. Now if you're like, you know what, let's take that knee back down to the floor, you are welcome to do just that, and you'll just do the crossover to kick out to the side. Go ahead, crossover and kick. Try to keep the leg up as high as you can as you kick out to the side. Trying to kick the foot as close to the front elbow as possible. There you go. Like I said, if you need to bring the knee down, cross and kick. Awesome. Now from that kick, we're going to take it into circles. So circle the leg around to the front and then to the back. Still keeping your foundation nice and strong. And rest. Both knees down to the floor, hips to heels, arms to front, resting in child's pose. Whew, thank goodness that side is over, right? But we've got to hit up our left side. So when you're ready, one more deep breath in, and let's come right back up into all fours. Extend the left leg back, elevation, lifting up and down. Light outward turn of the toes. Core braced, shoulders spread across the back, eyes looking out over the front edge of your mat. Continue to lift and release, lift and release. Now hold and then curl heel towards hip. Go ahead, continue to fold in, squeeze, and then point the toes and extend the leg as far as you can to the other side of the room. Good. Use your hamstrings to pull in that invisible pulley wrapped around the ankle, drawing the weight in towards the hip and glute, and then extending out with control. Awesome. Hold that heel in, cross over, and then kick up. Go ahead, cross over, and then kick up. Keeping the knee fold, just crossing, and then lifting. Good, so kind of getting into the outer edge of the glute, a little bit inner thigh in that crossover. And again, that balance challenge as we cross the knee over, trying to maintain our balance and stability. Almost there. Now let's hold the heel up towards the sky. Curl the right toes underneath, try to float that knee, cross and kick, cross and kick. Good. Remember, you can always drop the knee down if need be. Almost there, just a few more. circle. Awesome. So if you did bring that knee up, bring it down here, circle the toes around, and then bring those hip circles the other way. 4, 3, 2, and done. Tuck in and stretch back. I swear, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of reconsidering my life choices right here. That was a lot of glute work. Feel that stretch into the lower back, into the glutes. Really lengthen, 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 lengthen. And then let's switch gears. All right, you are going to come down to your back, so sweep your legs around to your front. Hands behind the hamstrings or reaching out to the front. Slowly lower yourself down, heels nice and close to you, elevated up from the floor. Let's bridge the hips up and then slowly imprint back down. Go ahead, pressing the head into the floor, pulling the shoulders down and back, reaching hands towards heels. Lift the hips up, squeeze into the glutes and hamstrings. Now, option if you did want to bring your heels down to the floor, you are welcome to do just that. Otherwise, for a little bit of calf and hamstring and glute activation, we are going for both heels up. All right, let's continue on. Heels up or heels down. Bridge those hips up and down. Keeping the head pressed into the floor, keeping the shoulders locked down, keeping the abs tucked in and back away from the waistband. Hold it up and just lower your left heel up and down. Good, so the right heel stays up or down, and the left one is lifting and lowering. Good, so just focusing on that one side. Rest of the body like a concrete foundation, holding steady and in place. Awesome, now let's hold that heel down to the floor. Draw your right knee in and then extend out. Good, tuck in and extend out. Try to keep your hips up as high as you can, but they could be maybe just grazing the top of the mat. So long as you feel the glute and the back of the thigh, so into the hamstrings engage, you are good to go. Continue to draw in and extend out, pull in and out. Awesome, now let's bring the leg up and then squeeze down. Good, lift and pull. Still keeping the hips up as high as you can. It's getting harder and harder, I know. Home stretch though. We've got 5 more. Good, now 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. All right, next up we're going to come up onto the elbows, and we're going to move the leg out to the side and then squeeze in towards the center. Go ahead, point the toes, extend out to the side, and then squeeze into the center. Now make sure chest is lifted, chin is up, eye gaze kind of out over the top of the knee. So light backward lean of the head. A little bit of pressure into the elbows, but keep the chest kind of harnessed up towards the sky. Continue to fold out. And then squeeze back in, keeping your foundation nice and strong. And relax. Let's fold that foot in. And let's come all the way down to the mat. All right, heels back up or down, your choice. Elevate the hips up and down. So we're going right back into our bridge work. Keeping our shoulders pulled down and back, keeping our chin lifted, and just squeezing into those hamstrings and glutes. Go ahead, light pause at the top so we really feel that work into the backside. Slow elevation. Now let's add that calf raise up and down. Go ahead, now we're only on that right side. So lower the heel and lift, lower the heel and lift. All right, as you bring that heel down, left leg is going to come in and then extend out. Good. So tuck the knee in and then extend the leg out. We're feeling some heat into that right side, hamstring and glute, trying to keep the body elevated best we can. Drive through the heel, flex through the hamstring and glute. Pull in and extend out. Pull in and extend out. Awesome. Now this next one, fold that foot and lift and pull. Lift and pull. Awesome. Continue to elevate and depress the leg all the way up to the sky, all the way down to the floor. Go ahead, squeeze into that glute. Awesome. Last one. All right. Let's slowly bring that leg down. Come up onto your forearms again. And let's go into that out and in movement, opening the leg and then squeezing shut. Last move. So let's make sure we really work into that outer top of hip, into outer glute, into outer and inner thigh. Almost there. And rest, foot to floor, foot to floor. Lift yourself up out of your elbows, reach out towards your toes, and elongate low back, glutes, and hamstrings. Relax the shoulders. And as you inhale up, let's tuck our right knee in, wrap your arm around the leg, rotate, look over the back shoulder. Go ahead, feel that stretch, outer thigh, outer hip, outer glute. And then switch, left over right, right arm around left. Twist, open up along the outer edge of the thigh into the glute. Oh, thank goodness we made it. We've got one last stretch before you carry on your way. Big stretch up to the sky. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up because you need a big hug after all that. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care and be well.